everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is a very sad day because it is travel home day, and yeah, I'm kind of feeling a little bit sad about it, but equally as well, I've had the best time whilst I've been out here. You know what, for those of you who haven't solo traveled before, I would 100% recommend it. It is the best thing ever. And you know what, it does take you out of your comfort zone just a little bit, but you know, once you're in an environment and you're engaging with people and you're living on your own time and doing things that you want to do and what make you happy, it is such a liberating experience. And you know what, this is one of the reasons why I love coming to Florida and doing these solo trips. I mean, this is my happy place, and yeah, I've had such a great time. Anyway, putting all of that to one side, I still have a good couple of hours until I actually need to leave. I did get the late checkout, which I paid for last night, so I get to leave the hotel room at 2 o'clock today. It is currently 6:43 in the morning, and early park admission for Islands of Adventure starts at 8 o'clock. So my plan is to head downstairs, get a coffee, and then take a slow walk over to Islands of Adventure and get my last fix of this holiday on VelociCoaster. I will probably do Hagrid's as well, because why would you not? But yeah, VelociCoaster is my shizzle. I've already packed. There's a few bits and pieces that I will need to just put in my dirty suitcase. And when I say dirty, I mean the clothes that I've worn, which will be easy to unpack when I get the other end. So I've got a separate pile for my flight clothes just over in the corner. So what I will do is I will change when I get back to the room a little bit later on, have another shower, and then get myself together and head on over to the airport. I'll obviously get an Uber there. So yeah, that's where we are at the moment. Anyway, I am going to head on downstairs, get some caffeine, and then take the slow walk. So let's go over to the parks and have one more adrenaline fix. Right, so change of plans. I was looking for my wallet and could not find it anywhere. I mean, literally anywhere. So despite the fact that I packed my bags really nicely, I ended up going through them and it now looks horrendous, but it's 7:20. I need to get over to the park before the crowds get there. Not had my coffee, so I'm literally just about to jump on board the bus, and I'll see if I can get a coffee at the other end, but priority is not to be at the back of that queue. So at least the bus is here, which is a good thing. So onwards we go. You know what? I don't know what it is with Starbucks. Wherever you go to any location, anywhere in the world, their pace is glacial, like literally glacial. I thought, you know what? I risk it for a chocolate biscuit because I need the caffeine, and that is just ludicrous. You know, I ordered it, there must have been 4 or 5 people behind me, and all of theirs seemed to come out before mine did. I mean, what the hell is that about? Anyway, I've got 15 minutes until early park admission starts. There are hordes of people, I mean hordes of people coming in this direction, so probably going to be at the back of the line, but I'm hoping that's not the case. I'm hoping most of them are just normal annual pass holder guests, so hoping the annual pass holder line is still open and it's short, but we will see. If it's too long, I might give Hagrid some miss and go straight to VelociCoaster, but we will see. Time for coffee. Right, the good thing is the queue is not all the way back over the bridge like it sometimes can be when you've arrived late, but I can see that there are people queuing quite far back already. I don't know if that's people buying tickets. Oh no. Okay, so here is the queue for the annual pass holders, and then the queues over there, as you can see, coming back past the tickets booths for normal day guests. Don't know what's worse, to be honest. I think this one it is. Okay. Hopefully it will move quite quickly. Right, I think it's going to be a busy day in here today. Look how far back that queue is now going. It is literally stretching towards the bridge. I'm glad I got in this queue. Right, so they opened the park 5 minutes early, which is good, but I'm so far at the back because of that queue. I'm not sure that Hagrid is going to be a viable option, but I'm going to walk in that general direction anyway because there's only 2 rides open at this time, which is Hagrid and VelociCoaster. And if the line is stupidly long, then I'm just going to head to VelociCoaster because that is what it is all about. But we're in. Love this place. Right. Here is the queue. Did you say it's delayed? Okay, thank you. Right, look at the size of this queue. It goes all the way out of Hogsmeade, and the lady has just said it's delayed, so that is a no from me. We will not be doing Hagrid's this morning. I am not waiting around for that. So, VelociCoaster, here we come. And also as well, just look how incredible the theming is here, especially when it's empty and there's no one around, or what I should say is when the crowds are basically non-existent. It's pretty spectacular. Oh, right, we are approaching the castle. I mean, that is just incredible, absolutely incredible. But we did that on the last trip when I was here in October, so we'll not be doing that. But VelociCoaster is going round and there are people on it, so that is where we will be going. Is there a better sight than that? Oh. So guys, what do you think? Are you all about the V coaster, or is Hagrid your number one? Put a comment below. I'm really curious to know. V coaster is basically going around and it's empty, so this is where we are. This is what we're doing. Wonder if I can do more than one ride on it. Absolutely love this ride. Not like those other people waiting around for a Hagrid ride, which is delayed because it's not working.
And the screen will indicate which locker is assigned to you. You won't be returning except the park.
Look how empty this queue is. Oh my god. All about this ride.
You'll be going through metal detection.
Look at these dudes.
Make sure to empty any beverages into the sink before placing it in the locker. When you disembark, you will arrive.
You think the other day I
side
queued
of
for
the lockers.
an hour for this
So
ride?
Hold on to your ticket,
But not
and
today.
look for key markers. You're ready to ride.
Wow. Can't believe how empty it is.
You are about to come face to face with these magnificent creatures in a way that you might have to go back in time millions of years to experience. Of course, guest safety is our paramount concern. In the grooming stations, each specimen undergoes a complex, comprehensive examination after every running cycle. Every aspect of the animal's physical condition, ophthalmological, dental, respiratory, and cardiovascular.
I'm not sure how I feel having one of those on my face as well, mate.
Accept the park ticket in the locker.
Right.
Don't forget to empty your pockets. You will be going through metal detection. Make sure to empty any beverages into the sink before placing it in the locker.
Wow, this is like empty.
When you return,
Empty.
you will arrive to the other side of the lockers. So hold on to your ticket.
Right, this is where I'll leave you guys.
How was it? Awesome. How was it?
Thank you. That ride is everything, and I have literally been on it 3 times in a row, one after the other after the other. Oh my god, best thing. For anyone that comes in, you have to do that. I know some people all about Hagrid, but that is faster, more extreme, better immersion, like everything. That ride is just incredible. I definitely got on this ride at the right time, because look at that queue, it snakes all the way around, and it is now 45 minutes. That, people, is how you do it. Right, Hagrid's is 125 minutes, so I will not be doing that, but as I said earlier, it's all about VelociCoaster for me. It is my ride. It is probably the best ride in this park by a long shot. And I just spoke to the guy at the photo booth on the way out to see if I could get my ride photos, and he said there's like 9 photos, I think, from the consecutive visits that I've been here. So I will insert the last 3 from the ones I've just done now. Pretty funny, hey? Anyway, that being said, I'm gonna head on round to Marvel Island and see what else there is to do. I think I might do Rip Ride Rocket over at Universal Studios one more time before it goes, because I'm not sure whether or not it will be here when Luke and I come in September. But oh my god, I am buzzing, and this is the way you do it, people. On your last day of heading home from the parks, you come to Islands, you come to Universal, you go wherever you are most happiest, and you get your last adrenaline fix, because you know what, life is too short not to live your best moments. Right, I've decided to do Jurassic Park River Adventure. I'm the first one in, so hopefully that should mean I get a good seat. Time to get a little bit wet.
Hi sir, how many?
Just one.
Just one, you can go to choose anywhere you like.
Thank you. First on the boat.
Come with us now to a time before man, when the river flowed through a newborn world, and giants walked the earth.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Dinosaurs in this lagoon are among the largest creatures ever to walk the earth. Yet despite their awesome size, these gentle giants pose no threat to us. With plenty of vegetation from their native periods, lives for these magnificent animals.
Tour is Hagrid Cove.
Like prehistoric times, feed quietly over clouds and the hollow candy.
You are entering the Raptor containment area. There's more top floors in the Raptor containment area. We've got to get those people out of there. You copy 025. Grab the ball.
Oh. So I've literally just come off that ride and I am soaked. I didn't think that was going to happen, but it's got me in the worst area. So yeah, let me just pan down. Wet in all the wrong places. So I'm going to go and see if Ripsaw Falls is open. I mean, excuse that, why not? I mean, I'm already soaked, so I might as well like continue the theme. And because we like to capture the moment, here's the photo of me on this ride. Right people, we are entering Toon Lagoon. As you can see, the ride is looking very choppy this morning. I mean, if there's anything that's going to get you soaked all the way through, it's going to be this ride. And they're going round empty at the moment, so now is probably the best time. Right, so I've just arrived at Dudley's and it is still going around empty. So this is a walk on, people, and it's only 9:20 in the morning. So yeah, so glad that I'm here doing this. The sun is lovely at this time, just lovely. I don't know if this is a sensible idea, but I've not done any water rides whilst I've been here, and considering I've still got to go back to the hotel to change before I catch my flight later, it kind of seems relatively logical to do it now. I'm hoping I'm not gonna get too soaked because I am considering meeting Blue as well at 10 o'clock, which will be fun, but it all depends on how wet I get, because yeah, I can't be meeting the alpha raptor looking like a wet rat. There was a lovely lady that I was speaking to on the Jurassic Park river journey just before it started, well actually, just before it started and then when it finished, and I said to her that I was probably going to do this next, and she goes, oh, why don't you go and do the barges as well, make it a trifecta? And I was like, you know what, that is a good idea, but the barges aren't running today, which is, well, haven't been running whilst I've been here, which is very strange. I'm guessing they're down for maintenance, but yeah, that also gets you soaked. But just approaching the entrance to this, so I'm going to put you guys in the bag and see you in 2 seconds. Fantastic.
Beyond the fractured flicker of the silver screen, we enter a moving melodrama. I'll take you now.
to the saga grind on with our hero here.
Oh, this isn't too bad.
Horse, I lost my train of thought.
Someone put the lights on. Oh my god. My bottom half is completely soaked again. Oh, okay, that one wasn't too bad, people. I mean, was there any point in me showering this morning? That is the question. Really?
Rising to the occasion, our escalating danger draws us right into Snidely's crossfire.
Right. What comes up must come down. Here we go. Right, that is me totally soaked. I wanted to get wet, and I am wet. And it's only 9:30, so doing well so far. That is VelociCoaster 3 times, Jurassic Park once, this once. So far so good. I'm wondering if I can drive in time to go and meet Blue. Right, so I've just gone and had a look at the photograph, and it's a good one. It's my standard ride pose for this ride, so I'm gonna insert it here now for your enjoyment. Yeah, what do you think, guys? Good? Oh my god, my adrenaline levels are up. Right, I'm gonna go and sit in the sun for a bit, and then I'm gonna make my way over to see if I can actually meet Blue. Time is currently 9:20. This attraction opens at 10 o'clock, and the good thing is there's no one in the queue yet, so hopefully I can get in, have my meet and greet, and then go on my way. Right, here we go, going to meet Blue. Never done this before, so this will be an experience and a half. And this is, I assume, where it comes from.
All right, folks, we're gonna get that fence line secure for your safety and for Blue's safety.
Pilot is now active. Species, Velociraptor. Perimeter fence line, active. Extreme caution.
Come on, Blue! Come on, girl! Blue, come! Come on, Blue! Come on, girl. I hear you back there. Come on, Blue!
Jurassic World is now proud to
Girl,
present
come on.
the Mongoliensis, known to the world as Velociraptor.
Girl! Good girl, Blue. Yes, good girl. Easy. Hey, easy. Easy. Good girl. I know lots going on. Steady. Easy.
friends are not food.
Come on, girl. Come on. Good girl, Blue. Very good. All right, you ready? Yes, she's so ready for her first family. All right, you guys can come on out and hand your smartphone device on over there. If you want to put your bag right down over there. It's just you. That's awesome. Here we go. Come on over. Bravely doing this all solo. I love it. Where are you from? The UK. Fantastic. Across the pond. I love it. All right, give us a big smile there. Nice. Awesome. Good. Very cool. What's your favorite kind of dinosaur? I love it. That's the right answer. Very, very cool. Awesome. All right, you can turn around. Say hi. Easy. She is an ambush predator. I should have warned you. All right, thank you so much. Awesome.
Right, so some people go to Disney to meet Mickey and Co. Other people, like me, go to Universal to meet Blue the Velociraptor. And I have to admit, it's probably geared at children and families, but I really enjoyed that. Been here so many times and have never done that, so yeah, really. Honestly, I don't know what to say. I don't know what Lou's going to think about it, but you know what, never get old, people, and I'm not even in my double 20s yet, so yeah, I think I have an excuse for doing that. Right, so I think I'm going to get the train over to Universal from Hogsmeade station. They're saying that Rip Ride is a 45-minute queue, and Universal seems to actually have accurate queue times, unlike SeaWorld or Busch Gardens. So I'm gonna head on over there anyway, and if it's less than that, then fine, I'll get on it. Otherwise, I'll have a look and see what else there is to do. I'm still really buzzing from that little encounter. I know it's just like a guy or girl in a mask and an outfit, but oh my god, it was so much fun. Anyway, time to leave Jurassic Park and head on over to Universal. I always forget that when you go from one part to the other, you actually need to get your ticket out because they're two separate parks. It's a bit of a faff, especially when it's buried at the bottom of your bag. But I do have a digital one on my app because if you're an annual pass holder or whatever, you can actually upload them. So that's not too bad at all. So yes, nearly there now.
Looks like a bunch of first year.
Let's keep looking.
We have arrived in Universal. I just need to find a sign or just have a look at the app and just kind of see what is happening over here, because I don't really have a lot of time left. The sun is glorious today. Such a nice day. Why is it always when it's travel home day that like the weather is just lovely? Hopefully it means it'll be a smooth ride home. Right, time to go and find a sign or something and see what is available in this short amount of time I have left here. Right, tell me people, what are your thoughts on the Fast and Furious ride? I have to admit, it is not one of my favourites whatsoever, and I've done it once, and once was enough. I'm sure there are some people out there that actually like this, so speak now or forever hold your peace. I'm curious to know if there are actually any lovers out there as opposed to haters, which is probably most people actually. Right, so I've just checked the app and the queue times aren't mega excessive over here, so a lot of them are 10 minutes, but Rip Ride Rocket is now 45 minutes. But I think it was earlier actually. I'm not too sure whether or not I've really got enough time to do that, because I do need to go back to the hotel, I do need to shower, I do need to repack my luggage after the debacle I had this morning. So I might actually go and do ET, because I have not done that in years, and why not? But I am loving the weather. I know I've just said that, but I'm loving it. Like, I'm going back to 9 degrees in the UK, and it is currently 24 here at the moment. Feels like 26. It is just glorious. Oh, gonna miss this place. Although I am coming back in September, but it's not the same, it really isn't. The mystery, the suspense, the adventure. Soon gonna find out, aren't we?
I will be closing the door shortly in 3, 2,
Don't do it, it's gonna smash.
1. If you're an outcast.
Hello, I'm Steven Spielberg, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to the ET adventure. But I'm afraid we don't have much time, so I'm going to cut right to the chase. ET needs your help. Now, we've just received an urgent message from ET's teacher, Botanicus, calling for ET to come home right away. You see, a big problem has developed 3 million light years away on ET's home world, the Green Planet. ET's friends are in danger because their planet is dying. Remember what ET's friends look like, because it's going to be up to you to help ET find them once we get him home, and there's not a moment to lose, because only ET's magic healing touch can save his friends and bring his planet back to health. ET must go home, and only you can help him. Ah, ET. Oh. That's right, ET. So why don't you show these people how we're going to get you back to the Green Planet? You and ET will be making your 3 million light year journey on these bikes, but don't worry, you don't have to pedal. But you will need an interplanetary passport. So before you leave with ET, tell your first name to one of our assistants, and they'll give you your pass. Sounds like ET's ready to go. So good luck, everyone. Remember, ET's counting on you, and so am I.
Yeah, really. I'm like, sorry if you don't have a valid
It's up to you to save this planet so that you may visit us again.
Earth people, our planet is dying. Find the one you call ET. Bring him home to the Green Planet. His friend Dipply Moot Moot needs a healing touch.
Travel.
We've got some unauthorized people entering the base. Wait, they got ET! They're getting away. Unit 3, cut them off!
see him! They're coming at us!
For your safety, please keep your hands and feet inside the bike at all times. Please do not reach out. Thank you.
Go! Hurry, get him!
Oh! Hold it right there! Whoa!
Got him. At the bottom of the hill.
E.T. Go to Dudley. Hurry.
E.T. Go home. Dudley. Ouch.
Welcome home. You returned to us.
Welcome.
Lego.
You have saved our planet! Come, celebrate with us!
Goodbye. Then, friend, Parker, Eden.
Right, so that is me leaving Universal for this trip. Thoughts on the ET ride? Whoever said it was a 10-minute is a liar, because it turned out to be 30 minutes, and that's 30 minutes of my life I will not be getting back. I know they've refurbed it, and it's the last remaining ride in this park from opening day, but yeah, I should have waited for Ride Rocket, because it would have only been an extra 15 minutes. But hey ho, we are where we are, and that's me done for this park. I have to admit, Islands of Adventure is definitely for the thrill rides, and this one is more turning into a family friendly type of park and attraction. Anyway, time to head on back to the hotel. I need to go and pack my bags, or repack my bags for that matter, and get myself showered again, and head on off to the airport. So I'll catch you all in a bit.
Hey everyone, as you can see, I'm back in the hotel room. It's a little bit after 2 o'clock now, and that can only mean one thing. It's time to say goodbye to Florida as I have to check out. I've just had a knock on the door from housekeeping to remind me that my 2 o'clock deadline has now passed and that I need to leave the room. So that's me done. Here ends Stephen's solo adventure part 2. I have to say it has been an incredible couple of days out here. It is so nice to just get away from the UK for a little bit and just to kind of enjoy Florida. I mean, it really is my happy place. Work has been so busy the past couple of months, so it's great to get away and kind of have the only concern being what ride you're going to get on and what food you're going to eat. What can I say about Dockside Inn? Dockside Inn is really, really lovely. Unfortunately, I didn't get an opportunity to use much of the facilities this time round, but the pool outside looks really, really nice. And it's also a little bit of a sun trap as well during the day. There's a nice bar just to the side of it, and the cocktails seem reasonably priced from what I saw earlier on. There's also an on-site gym as well, which is fully stocked, and it has some really good weights and some good machines, and also some cardio machines as well. So definitely something for everyone. There's also a grab and go area where you can pick up drinks, sandwiches, hot foods, and other little bits and pieces that you may want. So yeah, I would definitely recommend this place, and it's also on a good part of International Drive as well, with so many amenities, just a couple of 100 feet away from the actual hotel. Anyway, with all that being said, I'm gonna head on downstairs, check out, get myself an Uber, and head on over to the airport. Goodbye, Surfside this time. However, Luke and I are back in Florida for 2 weeks in September, so hopefully not too much longer to wait. Anyway, time to head on out.
Right, you find me in the Plaza Premium Lounge. I've made it through security, which was really quick and really easy. And you know what? The people that I actually dealt with were really pleasant. It's interesting, especially when you're coming into and out of America. The TSA people, the security people can sometimes actually give you a bit of a grilling, but this time they were quite pleasant, so they probably are happy that I'm just actually leaving. So that being said, I've got myself a pre-flight beverage, which is complimentary in here. I will put a little video which shows all of the different spirits and beers and wines that you can have. Interestingly, there's a selection available, but some of them do come with the added price to them, so it's pretty straightforward when you're actually looking at the menu itself. The ones that are included say comp, and the ones that aren't have a price next to them. It's quite an extensive menu, and I suppose there's something for everyone. But interestingly, when I was downstairs and checking in to come up here, there's a gentleman in front of me who was inquiring about how much it was to actually come into the lounge, and apparently it's $53 per person. I mean, I have to say, I would not pay $53 per person to come in here. Luke and I have come in here several times previously when we've flown, and I have to admit, the food isn't that exceptional and the drink isn't particularly great, and the fact that, you know, when you come in here you then have to pay an upgrade for certain drinks and also an upgrade for certain foods as well. I kind of think it's a little bit of mugging people off. I wouldn't say daylight robbery. I mean, there's obviously the option there, you can choose to have what's on offer or you can pay additional, but me personally, I wouldn't pay £53 to come in here. As I said, it's included within my gold tier status. Anyway, the flight is departing at 6:10, and I believe the gate details are available from about 4:35. So I'm going to keep an eye on that, because obviously I don't want to lose, I don't want to have to kind of make a dash to the gate, because that is something that normally happens to me. I did inquire about an upgrade to business, but they are fully booked, so I will be staying in my premium economy seat, and I actually happen to have the same seat going back as I did coming out, and again there's also someone sitting next to me. I am actually happy to keep this seat because there's a lot more leg room at the front, so, and I just plan to sleep. I don't plan on really watching anything or doing anything at all. I might do some TikTok if, you know, I can't sleep, but we will see. Anyway, I am going to leave you guys there for the time being. I'm gonna have my beveragino, and then the next thing you will probably see is me heading towards the gates. And really quickly, I wanted to show you the food that they have available here. So as you can see, there's some rice, there's some pasta. I believe this is some type of soup concoction right here. You also have some mincemeat, which you can put on your pastas as well. This food offering hasn't changed in about 2 or 3 years, as long as we've been coming to this lounge. They also have cold options here, so there is a bean salad, there's also a fruit salad as well, and you have an array of vinaigrettes that you can put on top of your salads. In addition to the bar, they also have some free service drinks machines where you can get yourself sodas and coffees. They also have another station area where you can pick up some sweet treats like cookies and cake. Hey everyone, so I decided to leave the lounge because it was very, very warm in there, and it was just starting to get very, very busy. As I said, the lounge is a contract lounge, so they basically allow anyone with specific types of cards that are eligible, and also you can actually pay to get in there, so it can get very, very busy. That being said, it was nice to actually leave and to walk around the actual main terminal area downstairs, because it is such a really nice big space. It's very open, very airy. There are lots of shops there. They have a SeaWorld store, which is pretty spectacular, with a fish tank coral reef out there. They have a Disney store, which is again very, very good, and also a 2-level Universal store, so there's nothing stopping you picking up the little bits and pieces that you may have missed whilst in the parks, or just getting that last minute gift. There's also lots of eateries available, so there's a pizzeria, there's also Starbucks, there's a Shake Shack, an Aunt Annie's, a Cinnabon, various things to tickle your fancy. But that being said, as you can see, I am now down by the gate, just waiting for my plane to start boarding, which is, as you can see behind me. You can tell by my voice that it's starting to go a little bit, and I suspect that's because of the amount of screaming I probably did at Universal and Islands of Adventure today. But you know what, it's all worth it. Nothing a little bit of rest and relaxation won't do. So Luke will be pleased to hear that I've not actually booked myself another solo trip back to Florida, and that's simply because when I've actually looked, BA aren't booking that far ahead into March. But as I've said a couple of times today already, we have got a 2-week Florida vacation coming up in September, where we'll be flying business class in each direction, and then we're also spending Christmas in Florida as well. And when I mean Christmas, I mean we'll actually be there over Christmas Day. So we may even visit the parks because they are open that day. But I'm very much looking forward to those 2 upcoming trips back to Florida. I never in my wildest dreams would have thought that I'd actually be going back 3 times in 1 year, but I suppose that's what happens when you're addicted and you convince your significant other to jump on the bandwagon as well. Anyway, I'm going to rest my voice for a little bit. I'm going to sit down and just chill out before the flight starts to be boarded. And then, yeah, here ends of the holiday, Stephen's solo trip part 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be reminded that our biometric scanners are completely touch-free. You will not have to scan anything. You will simply step onto the platform and look directly into the camera with your head.
Hi there.
Alright, welcome. Do you know which one you need?
Sure do. And here we go, people. My seat. I really didn't have that far to walk, did I? Right, so I am on board, found my seats, and the legroom is pretty decent, I must say. However, there are so many children in this cabin, I don't think I'm going to get a wink of sleep, to be totally honest. The boarding process was just ridiculous. Yeah, just ridiculous. You know, it would make more sense to actually fill it up on row number from the front going backwards, or even from the back going forwards. I don't care. I think maybe I'm just a bit like ratty and a bit tired now. I just want to be home. I really don't enjoy the kind of going home bit. It just takes, yeah, it's just like, yeah, it's not the one. It's definitely not the one. But I live in hope. I'm hoping this isn't going to be the flight from hell. But yeah, we will see. And as you can see, my voice is literally going, so I'm going to leave it there, and I will catch up with you guys when I eventually land. But yeah, here is hoping I get some rest. Wish me luck. just off the plane. It is 1 degree here. It's very, very cold. Really, really weird thing. The pilot made an announcement just as we were all about to get off the plane to say that can all females please have their passports in hand for a security check as they leave the plane, which was a bit odd. And then when you walked off the plane, there's a load of police out there checking all the passports of all the ladies. So I wonder what that's about. Maybe they got a tip off that there was someone on the plane that they wanted to see. So yeah, but oh my God, I am so cold. And as you can tell, my voice isn't any better. The flight wasn't too bad actually. I have to admit, I think I fell asleep for about 3 hours. I started to watch Jurassic World after I'd had my lunch, or dinner rather. Then the next thing I know, it was an hour until landing. So at least I've got some shut-eye because I've got to get home and log on for work. But I will catch up with you all in a bit once I've got my bags and on the way out of the airport. Right, so it's 7:45. The plane landed 24 minutes early, which is really good. I got off the plane, got my bags within 10 minutes and I'm out the other side. So all very quick, all very efficient. I am knackered. I am so tired and I can't believe I've got to get home in an hour and a half and actually start some work. I've got a Teams call at 9:30 this morning. So yeah, anyway, really, really great holiday. I do love these solo trips. You just get so much done. You know, you really find yourself. I just enjoy like living in the moment. Florida is such a great place to go, and I would really recommend to anyone that's considering doing a solo trip that you really should, because you just don't know how resilient you are until you're there. And actually, you know, once you're in the moment and you're doing your thing, it's like such a liberating and freeing experience, like living on your own time, doing what you want when you want to. Yeah, I can't shout loudly enough about it. But anyway, that being said, we're now back where we started and this vlog series has come to an end. So for anyone that's actually watched it from start till finish, thank you. I hope you've enjoyed seeing what I've got up to, and if you've made it this far, again, thank you. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. Luke and I are actually off to Florida again, as I said, previously in September and then again in December of this year. But our next getaway, I believe, is Latvia or Dubrovnik in April or May. I don't know which way round it is, but that's going to be fun. So do stick around for that. If you've liked what you've seen, please subscribe to the channel. Please put the thumbs up. Please do comment and hit the notification bell so you can stay up to date with future episodes. But for now, I'm going to leave it there and I'll catch you for the next one. Bye bye.